start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll try it again. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Moore. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Vols headed quickly to the line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete on the left to Smith. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Volunteers are rolling down the field. Running inside. It's Gordon. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Volunteers line it up with a 1st and goal. And send the tight end in motion. Punch it out of the air. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 72 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. RPO complete to open the drive. Runs through a man. He might have space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dante Moore. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Stewart. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Hill. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They booted away on 4th down. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Vols moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. Here's Moore to throw. He's going for it all. Makes the grab down the left side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Moore, play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Now here's Moore. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Hunt is on its way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and the defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Bishop. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Vols line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. The give on the option. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Throwing more. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Moore from the gun on third down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
You wonder if being sacked back-to-back like this affects the confidence of this QB. His mental toughness now is going to get put to the test.
Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets the back moving. Flips it out to the back. Fighting off the defender. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Bishop. There's some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
From the 22 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Ready. Black 14. Go.
Trying to run, it's Bishop. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Ready. Black 18. Ready, go.
After the run, now to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Moore. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. "57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights."
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quick completion on the out route. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Not the way to start a drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dante Moore. Got his man on the right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Moore with the play fake. Going for it all. Touchdown, Ducks. How about that shot into the end zone? And he makes the grab for the score. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened And your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Running inside. It's Bishop. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The run inside. It's Gordon. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can call.
And the Vols will call on their punt team. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Moore to throw. Complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Throwing Moore. is complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Looking for a deep man. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Unloaded just as he rolls. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looks as if he's going to run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
So now it's second and long. On the run, it's Bishop. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. The Vols will punt this one away. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The change now on 2nd and long. Moore. It's complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
He's brought in at the 33. And it's moving up for first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Crosses the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. And first down for the offense.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dante Moore. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Moore to the air. The screen, and watch out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Moore. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll run it. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's more to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. He makes a grab. Touchdown Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Go, go.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Throws it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Here comes the heat. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
A lot of times on 3rd and long, you're not thinking blitz. You're thinking they're going to sit back in zone and play conservative. They blitz, kind of break tendency, get to the quarterback. He gets the screen off, but, man, great job by this defense, not just flying upfield, not paying attention, and letting them catch that screen behind them. That's a big stop on 3rd and long.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And the D brings the heat, man, and they catch him a little bit off guard. Quarterback doesn't know where to go with the football. Man, the worst thing you can do on 4th down is take a sack. It doesn't matter if you get an INT. Throw that thing up. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. He holds on to it too long, and the defense gets the sack.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Running inside, it's Hill. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get everyone on the same page. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after